Hi everyone, this is Diane and I have a haul to show you today. I went to Owego, New York with my friend Lisa. There's an old Newberry's there, Newberry's 5 and dime store. I don't know if any of you are familiar with them, but they were here in this area when I was young. And it is no longer Newberry's, they are out of business, but it is now the Early Owego Antique Center or something like that. And it's a vendor mall. So they have a lot of vendors there. It's 2 stories and it's quite big. So we spent a few hours there, and this is what I brought home. The things in this little brown bag were purchased from another little store. And I have 2 pretty big wallpaper books that I picked up. There's a wallpaper store right on the street, pretty close to the antique store, so I got some wallpaper books to show you. So if we have time, we'll look through them too. So let's start with the books, and then we'll move on to all the other stuff. I didn't get any textiles today. I didn't want any textiles today, so I didn't even look at them. I did get a few of the little golden books and Rand McNally. So this is a rather new one, and it's got a red foil on it. And someone got it for Christmas in 2019. This says copyright 1992. And it's 12 Days of Christmas. I've had this book before and made Christmas journal out of it, but the cover looked different. So this must have been a special edition with the red foil. Sorry. Little Red Riding Hood, 1980, and it's the one illustrated by Les Gray. The page is torn. And I've never seen this one, and this is a first edition. Hop Little Kangaroo, 1965. Pretty illustrations. I'll probably just put this one in my shop. This one is a Rand McNally book called Pets. It's not in fantastic condition, but the cover is, this part I'm going to take off anyway. So the rest of it is good enough to make a journal out of. And it's 1954. So cute. All about pets. And I've never seen this one, I don't think. It's Walt Disney's The Toy Soldiers, based on Babes in Toyland. Which I think Babes in Toyland is a Christmas movie, and it starred Annette Funicello. And I don't have a date on it, because that part is torn off. There's some writing on it. This is a first edition, but it's in not great condition, so I'm sure it's not worth much. And Hansel and Gretel, illustrated by Eloise Wilkin. It's such a beautiful story with her illustrations. Oh, this says 1968. It looks like it's in better condition than that, although the corners are quite soft, and it was 29 cents. So yeah, this is... it was given in 1968. The copyright's 1954. But I don't think it's a first edition. It doesn't have a letter back there. It was probably printed before what did I say? 54? Yeah, 1954. But this probably is not the first printing, is what I mean. So there's something here that stained it, and it went through several pages. And then this one, I thought looked like a really cute cover to make a fun retro journal. $19.52 or $62, I think. It's one of those. So I'm not that interested in the pages, but I wanted the cover. And I love this book cover. I absolutely love that. And it's in decent condition. Hopefully I can clean it up a little bit. I did pay $4.95 for it, but I thought this was worth it. This antique mall, or whatever you want to call it, is more pricey than the flea markets that I go to. So I know most of the things I pick up I'm going to pay more than I normally would. I'm looking for the date on this. 1958. Not bad. It's in good condition. I didn't even look much at the pages inside, although they're pretty cute. Some nice pages, nice illustrations, and the pages they just feel nice. But I had to have it for the cover. Now the other items that are not books, I'm going to set these aside down on the floor so I have room for the wallpaper books. I got two decals, two sets of decals. This is one of them, and it is these adorable little bears. I love them. And you'll see the other decals in a second. And this was a fun set. It's all these volumes tied together. 1930, The Little Beginner. These are Sunday school story papers. Oh, these are beautiful. Now, I've seen this picture. This is actually on the cover of a children's storybook from when I was a kid. This is dated 1930. I wasn't a kid in 1930. My dad wasn't even born in 1930. But I've seen that picture. This is a beautiful picture. We won't look at all of them because there's quite a stack. I think that's Elijah. So these will be great for Bible journals. And I'll put some of these in my shop. I picked up one set of these tags. They had 3 in a bundle, and there were, I think, 3 sets of them. But they wanted $5 for one bundle. So I just got one. U.S. Customs in bond, import marks, transportation entry number, from to. This package is under bond and must be delivered intact to the Chief Officer of the Customs. 2 years imprisonment or $5,000 fine or both is the penalty for unlawful removal of this package or any of its contents. Harsh warning. So I thought that was fun and unique. I always like to pick up unique printed tags, vintage ones. Here's a little New Year's little card. And I had picked this one up recently when I went to the Tioga Downs, the barns. I got this card, and then today I found this card. This is Goldilocks, and this one is Snow White. And it does have a little, you can tell that something perforated was torn off of it, so it must have been this little tag part. And these are both from American Greetings, 1949. Yep, both 1949. I'm keeping these. I'm going to put them in a collection because I love them so much. And then I picked this one up because she's kind of similar, but it's a Valentine card. It's not a fairy tale card, and it's not American Greetings. I picked this up. X-ray window, you can identify each garment without opening the bag. So I could use that to make a window on a journal. I think I had one before and used it, so I think I got that from this vendor. Now this vendor has her own little shop, and I knew that because I got a bunch of her stuff last time I went, and it was all those beverage labels and cosmetic labels and stuff like that, and more items like this. And the people that were ringing me up told me that she had a shop. Just walk another block and you'll get to her shop. So I asked again where it was today, and they told me, so I went to her shop, and that's what's in this bag. This is just a little notebook. I got it because I love this little picture on the front. And I'm wondering if somebody, I bet she made it. This is from this same person. And she had some little tiny journals or little books that she had made that she was selling. I'll talk about her a little more when I go through the other. Yeah, she made this. She must have a cinch because it's got the round holes. I picked these up, and they were not cheap. I'm hoping to sell some of them, but I have to figure out which ones I can part with. They were $8 for one page, and they're German die cuts from the 1920s and 30s. They're excellent condition, and they're children. They look like illustrations from children's books. She's getting her feet washed. This one has children doing chores, it looks like. Looks like she's holding 4 steins of beer with foam on the top. This one's adorable. Look at that one. They're just so precious. And here's the other decal. My next journal, I think, will be the swans. So I got this decal set. It's got 4 images I can cut out. Very pretty. And then this large card. I can just cut out the images, because this card is bigger than the journals will be. So pretty, aren't they? And they're embossed. Or debossed. Oh, here's another book. A Mother Goose book. She is adorable. These illustrations are so precious. $1934, and then this says 1940. It's in pretty good condition. Except for that right there. Lucy Lockett lost her pocket. Very sweet. And, oh, these were the first things I picked up there. I thought they were really fun to put into a journal somehow. It could be part of a closure. But these were crocheted, I don't know when. They're vintage. But they were crocheted, and it says, put me inside, or pin me inside your coat. There's a pin there. And your scarf I'll tote. So when you're inside and not needing your scarf, you can just loop it through there and it'll be tucked inside your coat. And they had these 3, so I got them all. And I got this Butterick transfer. I like the envelope. It's a monogram transfer. Doesn't look like it was used at all. For embroidery. It was only $1, so I picked that up. And I did get 3 patterns that are quite old. They're in bad condition, but I'm just going to cut them up anyway, so it doesn't matter. There's no date on this one. I'd say it's from the 30s, 40s at the latest. And this one is also in bad condition. And this doesn't even have the printing on the pattern. So it was before they started printing on the pattern. It just has the little holes. That's a piece number, F. This one is printed. And then this one. Thought that was really pretty. They're all simplicity. And then I went to the other little store, and I went there before, a couple of years ago, last time I was up in Owego. And she asked me what I was doing with all of the paper items that I picked up. I got a lot more last time I was there. And, well, yeah, she asked me that, and I told her about my channel and about journals, and I gave her my information. So today, I didn't tell her, because that was a couple years ago, and I figured she wouldn't remember me. But when she saw all the stuff I got, she said, "Are you the lady with the YouTube channel?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I was just checking your channel out the other day." So she remembered, so she must watch it occasionally. So I told her I'd have these items on my video today, so she said she'd watch it, so hello. Her shop is Front Street Vintage in Owego, New York. So these are the things I got today. I got these tiny little antique labels. I love the oval. And there's another one. The Grease Eradicator instantly removes grease, oil, paint, pitch, tar, varnish, etc. from cloths, carpets, and clothing. And I picked up some really pretty cards. This one is a Christmas card. And look at that. Baby's first birthday. By Baby Bunting. And it says pink silk for dress, so that must have been the gift given with the card. Look at this one. Pink coat and bonnet material and stocking doll. So she got materials, fabrics to make clothing for the baby. I love that card. Yoo-hoo! A happy birthday to dear little Donnelly from Baby Jean. Green dress and panties. I got some of these before. I wouldn't have remembered where I got them from, but when I saw these in her shop, I said to myself, well, this is where you must have gotten these. And I got the last 5. Maybe she has more, but these are the 5 that I saw. So I grabbed them. They're statement to patrons. It is an envelope. Oh, they're sealed. So it's an envelope and an account with Excelsior Creamery Limited. So many pounds of milk delivered to Creamery during the month of. And then it has butter and skim milk. So I thought those were really fun. envelopes. And then this is a toll service statement. There's only one of those. And one vintage popcorn bag. Popperized popcorn. She had a few of these 8x8 graphic 45 paper pads. So I picked this one up, the Vintage Circus. Come one, come all. And then she had a little notebook there, a little journal made with some of this paper. That she was selling. I had seen this online, but never in person. I was very interested in it because I like vintage circus themes. And we love graphic 45 papers. Cut apart cards. What are the patterns for? Oh, it's like a pillow box and some gift tags. And then I had paid for these things, and while my friend was paying for what she wanted, I saw this. And do you remember a couple years ago I made a journal out of a book like this, except it was woodland animals? This is a circus theme. Now let me see it. Does this have the cover attached? It's got a really old paper clip on there. No. Just has one cover, so this is the back cover. It's missing the front cover, which is unfortunate because I used the inside pages. That's what I did. I used the inside pages to make the covers of the journals because these are very sturdy. So this could be a circus themed journal. That would be the front and back covers, and then there'd be another one. So I could make two journals with this one book. And I think it would be great fun. I can't wait to do that. So I went back and paid for that. So that's all the goodies that I got. So I want to take a look at the wallpaper books. Last time I was there with my other friends, I stopped into the wallpaper store and asked about wallpaper books. And it was just after COVID. Like when things were opening up and people were feeling a little more free to be out and about. And he said that they did not have any new books because of COVID, so they weren't getting rid of any books. So he said, but make sure you stop in again and ask again, and we'll probably have some. So I did. Of course, it wasn't the same man, and he wouldn't have remembered me anyway. But I went in and asked, and they had two books. They had three, but the other one I didn't want. So I got two, and they were free. This is Centurion, and it's big. So I'm going to open it and try not to hit the camera. I don't think I can open it. There. I just want to show you. This one I did look at because it's thinner. It doesn't have as many pages as the other one. And I looked through it when I got home. I needed to rest when I got home. So it has a lot of floral paper. So when I saw that, I got excited and said, yes, I want this one. But I want to show you some toward the back that I absolutely love. I mean, I love all of these. Look at even that yellowish one. Hope you can see it. This is so pretty. That's one of them. Look at this. And they do have, spilling my stuff over there, they do have a photograph of it on a wall. Very elegant looking. But this is one of my favorites. And this one, I think it might be the same with just a different color way on it. Look at this green. Look how beautiful that is. And this one, I love this one, and it's got this matching piece. So beautiful. Look at that one. Oh, look at that. Yes, I absolutely love this book. So, oh, I am sorry. I was paying more attention to my light, not hitting that. Let's take a look at the other one. This one is thicker. I think they're the same dimension, but more papers, so it's thicker. Slide this cover underneath the camera. I'm going to raise the camera up a little more. Okay, let's take a look. I haven't looked at this one yet. I just kind of flicked through a couple pages and decided I would bring this one home with me. This one is textured. Pretty colors. Oh, I like this one. Look at that. I'm sorry, I'll stop saying look at because, you know, if you're watching the video, you're looking at it. That reminds me of Tim Holt's Botanicals. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at... No, I'm sorry. This is beautiful. I love that. It looks like tile. Oh, and this looks like wood. Distressed painted wood. That's beautiful. It does have a picture of it on the backsplash there. This one has some cranes or herons or something with lily pads. I hadn't seen any of those. That's cool. Octopus up there. And this is a blue wood and it's textured. This is beautiful. So I did see this page and I saw the toile looking pages, which I love. And I love the blue and white. This is really pretty. This is fun. It's white trees and animals against a navy blue background. How fun is that? This is gorgeous. Oh, this is a really fun book. And flamingos. I'm going to flick through the whole book because this is the last thing I have to show. So if you're not into the wallpaper, I will tell you thanks for watching and I'll see you later. But I'm going to flick through the whole book because I've got time. So if you want to see these, hang around. This is really pretty. Well, I guess the other one had... This one does have some images on that side, but they're mostly on this side. So I'm going to make an adjustment here so you can see better. Some wood. That's pretty. It's got seahorses and starfish on it. And clams. This one is textured with trees. Can you see the trees? It's kind of a white cream background and some silvery trees, so they're very subtle. That's pretty. Nice thick textured wallpaper. This one has like a subway tile, backsplash type of thing. That's pretty. Again, this has the same kind of finish to it as the one with the trees. You can see this one better though. Stone wall. There's another tree. This one isn't textured. It's a pretty pattern. Textured wood. This one's pretty. I like the geometrics too. Ooh, it looks like we've got some really pretty ones coming up. This is a gorgeous color of green. Looks like bamboo. And again, the botanical. How pretty is that color? And look at this. More flamingos. I just love those colors. More green. So maybe the same patterns in a different colorway. Love this. This is a retro design. Oh look. That's something we haven't seen yet. Looks like watercolor washed out. This is really pretty. This one's gorgeous. It's a big flamingo right there. There's the forest animals with a darker, like a very dark gray background. Oh, this is definitely retro. I love that. This is pretty. I could cut these pieces out. Like little French labels. I never acquired a wallpaper book by myself. My friend Jeannie sent me some wallpaper books, which I greatly appreciate, and I have used them, and I made some really pretty covers with them recently. But I never actually went and got one for myself, because we don't have a store here in the valley where I live that sells wallpaper anymore. That's kind of neat. There's lots of tiles and stone and wood kind of textures in this wallpaper book. Well, some of these I wouldn't use. Oh, look at that! How fun! Wow! Once I get a chance to cut the book apart, I'll cut some of these pieces so they're manageable for shipping, and I'll put together some bundles if you guys are interested. I think it's difficult to sell wallpaper on Etsy because it gets heavy fast. You can't put very many pieces in a pack before it gets heavy and the shipping goes way up. I like the colors on that. This is an Oriental toile. This one is lilacs. That's pretty. We're almost at the end. Oh, look at how pretty those lilacs are. Kind of looks like magnolias. Some beautiful wallpaper in these books. I'm very excited about them. And that's the last one. This was dated 2018. Somebody wrote it up there, and the other one said was received 2015. So these are both pre-pandemic. All right, so that is my haul. All the vintage stuff, the gorgeous papers and books and cards and German scrap and all the great things that I got. Did you have a favorite? I can't even tell you my favorite. I just love all of it, so I had to show it to you. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. There should be some strawberry journals coming soon. I think I'm listing the hardcover one tomorrow, so that will already have been listed and hopefully sold before you see this video. But after this video, there should be two fabric journals ready to go in my shop, hopefully. They're not ready yet, but hopefully by then they will be. So you can watch for them, and I will see you in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.